When someone mentions dolls, I immediately think of the modern resin BGDs, but for other people it might be Western bisque dolls from the late 19th century. Beauty ideals and makeup were a lot different in the past, which is very much reflected in these dolls. While outdated, I can't help but love the antique vibes of these bisque dolls and how well they look in their gowns, so I decided to dedicate an entire makeup look to them in the hopes of grasping some antique vibes myself. Let's start. To prep my skin, I use a product called One Day Brightener. It really is just a CC cream. If you're wondering what that is, it's basically a colorless, moisturizing color corrector. It does make your skin seem lighter, but what really happens is that your complexion is evened out by correcting blemishes and skin discolorations. It also contains a great deal of quick-absorbing moisturizer, making it my favorite replacement for my usual primer on a bad skin day. If I need more color correcting for redder spots, I use a green color corrector mixed with a pink color cream, which helps fair-skinned folks look less like the living dead by neutralizing cool undertones. I use Kate's Secret Skin Maker, which is a holy grail for me because of its high coverage and the availability of lighter shades. It is advertised as the liquid foundation that doesn't need powder, but after using it, I found it to be an overstatement, and it definitely holds better with powder. Since this is a dolly look tutorial, we can't skip concealer for the last touch-up. Apply on parts where you feel like you don't have enough coverage. For most people, that will be under the eye area, and additionally, I'll do my chin because the pimple fairy won't leave me alone. Top that cake with a big portion of clear powder. Leave it sit for up to 10 minutes. Wipe off with a powder brush. By the way, this is a technique called baking and it will help you get higher coverage. For the base eyeshadow, I choose a matte dust rose and expand it to the outer corner while fading the color out towards the center of my under eye. A rusty red will help us add depth and vibrance to our eyes. Apply just on the lids and expand it to the lower outer corner. Adding a light shimmery gold like the one you see when metals like copper are hit by sunbeams will likely make a fitting highlighter and filler on the parts of the eye we haven't colored in yet. Next, I'll use a rouge because I want my cheeks and lips to be the same color, but without making it look too vibrant. Using a sponge will help controlling the amount of rouge and start applying down from your brow bone to the cheekbone where you stop and proceed coloring the cheek apples. If you are careful and can avoid crossing the imaginary line that parts your cheeks from your temples, this blushing technique can make your face smaller like that of a doll. For this antique look, I'll use a brown eyeliner containing gold shimmer, hence its name, Jeweling Eyeliner. For the wing, keep it small but add 2 or 3 fake lashes. Normally I would use black liner and black mascara, but since that would look more modern day dolly, I opted for light brown mascara. For my eyebrows, I'll use cocoa brown from the same palette and the light brown mascara from before to match the color scheme. Finally, I define my lip shape with a base color close to my actual lip color before dabbing on the rouge. I used this chance to wear one of my favorite classical dresses from the brand Baby, the Starshine Bride, but I'm considering on recreating this exact look again during the coming autumn months or when wearing classy vintage clothes. Bye bye!